It has thread, wow. And this has a little wheel. Well, I didn't know. That's the problem with the foot. Here we are. This machine belonged to my great-grandmother. I'm a bit nervous, but it gives me real joy to try to use it because I've never have. When my grandmother tried to teach me to sew, she told me I should start with an older machine. It was a newer than this one, but I tried with the pedal thing and I really struggled, so I don't know what to expect with this video. I don't know how to thread it. I've never tried anything with it, so I don't know if I'll be able to thread it, to sew something with it. Let's see what we do. It has a serial number here. It says Y112783-4, and I was told once that it's a model 128K commissioned in Scotland after 1923. So correct me if I'm wrong, I have no idea. I have so many questions that come to mind, like when did she buy it, what year and where? And what was the first thing she saw with it, or the last one as well? So I don't know, let's just make new history. What is this for? So I have a bit of fabric in case I can sew something or try it. I have a bobbin and a spool. So let's see, the bobbin must be in here. Ooh. Well, I cannot believe this is the bobbin. Oh, how silly! I thought it was normal bobbins. Oh gosh, how silly. It has thread, wow. Wow. This must be, I don't think I can use this thread. Look at that. My great-grandmother did this. Wow. So I'm quite amazed. This thread was threaded by my great-grandma. It's quite amazing. And I think to thread it, I need to use this bit. It looks like that, like it fits. Yes, it does. I will need, on the other one, I have something to pull, but it should touch the bigger wheel somehow. It moves. Okay, that's good. Let's take the thread out. So many doubts come to mind. So do I have to thread it every time I use it, or can I have, do they sell this anymore? So I cleaned everything it had left. It had some old thread in there as well. So it looks like you just thread it. So let's see how I do. A ver. How did I do that before? That's the problem with the foot. So how do I do that? So that's my problem, that every time I push back, I stop it or it goes backwards. So, oh, fingers. So, I think I'll be here for a while trying to figure out how to press the pedal. It's going forward! It's going forward! That's my problem. When I try to thread it, I mean to thread only the bobbin, I went backwards. So I think I'll be here for a while figuring out my pedaling. Forward, forward, forward. Forward. No. Good. This is so well thought because the bobbin is long. There is a hook on the outside that moves and puts all the thread, it balances all around the bobbin, really nice. The problem is my foot. When I lose my rhythm with the pedal, it comes back and it stops the threading. But here I am, let's see how. I'm going to try to get my rhythm first and then stick the bobbin to see. Oh, and then when I did it, I can do two things at once, can I? Come on, I can do it, 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 I can do it. Oof. I did it for a while. Come on, a ver, again. Let's get the rhythm with the pedal, that's it. I'm really happy because I was able to thread the bobbin, but the machine was still sewing. So the same as in the modern ones, there must be something so I can block the sewing bit and it only threads the bobbin. But I'm afraid of doing anything. But this, it's this one. Okay. And now, a ver. It looks like I'm getting, no, I was going to say, it looks like I'm getting used to the pedal, but I'm not apparently. Come on. There we go, that's it. Yeah, so that's blocked and I can thread it. Okay, next time I'll know. Good job, it didn't break. And I guess now I tighten it up. Yay! So there is a thing here to put your thread in, and I guess this is like newer ones, modern machines, and I guess it will hook somewhere. How did that happen? I have no idea, but there it is, my thread. Good. I changed my mind and I have a different fabric now because I don't want this one for anything, so it's better to use it for this. So I was pushing all the time away from me, and it is towards me the way it sews. So I managed to make holes in my fabric, but now I know which way. I don't know if I have to thread inwards or outwards. If the thread comes this way, it shall be towards the inside of the machine. Good thing about doing it yourself is that you learn a lot. From my experience, when I see something, you copy it, you copy the way of doing it, but if you discover it, you learn it, so you don't forget it. Or in my opinion, that's what happens. Apart from being really rewarding to discover it yourself and to come to conclusions yourself, although it can be a bit exasperating in the meantime, but it's good. So towards me. It's sewing. I was really happy. I thought I was sewing really well, but then I saw the bobbin bit, which is a mess. So maybe I was thinking, because at first it was okay, but then the thread broke and I threaded it again, and I threaded it from out in, but maybe it's the other way around. So I'm going to try again. I'm quite happy, even though it's not, I mean, it's quite working, but it's, let's see how we do now. Started well, but it broke. It's because I keep going back, I guess. Don't know how to place my feet. I don't know which foot put towards, what pressure should I put in, with what foot. So every time I go backwards, the thread breaks. And I go backwards a lot because I can't seem to get the rhythm. And I'm supposing the bobbin is properly threaded. That's another thing, maybe it's not. Maybe I should change the needle, because if it's been here like forever, maybe that's a good idea. The machine was still breaking the thread, so I thought to try with a different needle and of course different thread, and nothing was working, still breaking it. So I went ahead and got a polyester one of these strong Gutermann ones, and apparently it's sewing. I just broke it, but I need to get my rhythm. Still need to figure out the rhythm with the pedal. I think my left foot forward is working better. That's good. So this has been my first time with a vintage sewing machine. I've loved discovering it and seeing how it works and how to do it myself. And I think this is the tension for the spool. So it's quite interesting. From now on, I'll be digging into how to oil it and clean it and make it work properly. Well, it is working, but getting used to it so I can sew something with it. After changing the needle and thread a few times, I realized that maybe with a polyester one it will work better, and it did. I'm quite pleased with it. So let me know down in the comments what you thought, any ideas, opinions, and of course, if you do have one of these vintage sewing machines and you have pieces of advice or things you think I did wrong or right or I should do to it, let me know down in the comments. I will really appreciate it. And as always, if you like this kind of content, don't forget to subscribe. I will really appreciate it. It helps the channel a lot, and that way you don't miss anything, because I upload a video twice a week. And I leave you a link with other talking about sewing videos, which are really interesting. How to work with pattern magazines, sewing efficiently, sewing mental barriers, frustrations, tours, hauls, lots of interesting stuff. And I'll see you Monday. Bye.